Racial dilution. Okay. Um, I love when black women bring up the whole racial dilution, um, because it's kind of like you're trying to be pro-black once again. So if you're trying to be pro-black, let's go hard. You're talking about preserving the race, but you guys aren't even embracing how you look. Going back to the hair, um, the features, and the skin tone and color. Like it's going into that category, right? I just really detest the whole mainstream sort of black woman, right? Talking about racial dilution. It's really annoying, right? Don't switch and go back and forth when it comes to being pro-black, right? I love it when they'll use the whole pro-black card against black men, but then when you try to reverse it, all of a sudden they want to back up. So please don't go there with me. Now, let's keep it real. When you talk about racial dilution, you're assuming that there is this ideal sort of black racial community where you have children being born to black parents who are parents that are ready to be parents, upstanding individuals who are living their life in a certain way. So they have a certain moral sort of vibe to them, right? So it's not just about, having a kid that has a black father and a black mother, but it's about having children with black parents that are ready to be responsible adults, right? Let's just keep it real. So you talk about racial dilution, and excuse me, not delusion, dilution, and you're saying that is being broken when black men and even black women, when we have kids with non-black partners, because those kids are seen as black. And I understand where you're coming from. I'm not even disagreeing with you there, right? It's crazy because other groups have it where you're not incorporated. If you're white and Asian, you're not seen as Asian. I'm just going to keep it real with you. You're not seen as Asian, right? You're kind of other. But when it comes to, and there's a reason behind that. People can get upset, people can feel offended, but there's a reason behind it. Let's just keep it real, right? But when it comes to blackness, it doesn't even matter if you're like half black, going back to the one drop rule, right? You're considered to be black in every sense of the word. And it does cause for problems. I'm not saying that there's no good that comes from it, but there is problems that come with it. So I understand where you're coming from. I truly do. But here's the part that you miss. And this is the part that upsets me. You negate the other part of the definition that I said about, that ideal sort of black family where you have children that are from black parents, but also they're with parents that are responsible, upstanding men and women, right? Why isn't black women having children with, busted black men, or black women that aren't ready to be mothers, right? So they're just having kids because they fucked around and got knocked up, or they wanted child support, or they wanted to be cool, but they're not really ready to be mothers, right? Why isn't that considered racial dilution, right? Why? Just because you have kids that are black? I mean, that's bullshit, right? That's not ideal. See, you're talking about this ideal black community, but that is not ideal, right? The whole single mother struggling to raise her child, the whole overabundance of black children in foster care, that isn't ideal. But according to you, at least those kids are black, so they're good, right? And I kind of talked about this before, about that example that I gave about the black man that was having troubles with his wife, but his wife wasn't black, and the church, the pastor, who's also like the marriage counselor, they didn't want to intervene. They wanted them to not to be together, but they were trying to mend the relationships and marriages between black men and black women, where it was clear that the dude wasn't shit or the woman wasn't shit, but there was this element, well, at least they're black. Like, that's a whole bunch of bullshit. That doesn't count. That doesn't count. So if you're going to go with that whole pro-black racial dilution talk, I'm all for it, but you better go hard. And don't bring out the pro-black card and just put it away when it's not convenient for you. Go hard, or don't use it at all, right? So you take it easy. God bless, in terms of everybody else who feels that way. This is how I feel. It's definitely how I feel. It's never about me. Whether I disagree or agree with you, I tend to understand where people are coming from. I'm just more so, hey, go hard with how you feel. Don't feel passionately in one area and on another related area, then pull the 180. Go hard. So that's my vid. Y'all take it easy. God bless.